I wanted to be a doctor and never really thought of fashion industry. It just happened by chance because I could not get through my medical exam for the first attempt. So I didn't even bother about it. And I straight away taken a course in textiles. I did my textile engineering. And after studying my textiles, I thought, why not fashion? Because I can always connect the two, the fashion and textiles. So I happened to be in fashion just by chance because I was actually, scared of the flat fabric and how could it be converted into a beautiful garment? How can someone wear a flat fabric? So I was a little nervous. I was a little inquisitive. So when I went to join a tailoring school to learn about how a flat fabric can be converted into a garment, that is when I realize it's so beautiful. I keep watching women. I go to the mall, watch them, what they're doing, what are they wearing, and how can we make them look more beautiful, So I go and then see, okay, this is what they're wearing. And if I can design it a little differently, can they look more glamorous than what they're looking today? Okay. So I think women are the inspiration for me. And I love to dress them up. I want them to look beautiful. And of course, they all look beautiful. And with our clothes, if our clothes can enhance their looks, why not? So I make very simple product. If the fabric is beautiful, just a simple silhouette I make for them so that the attention is on a beautiful silhouette and the beautiful fabric and nothing else. And so we take bagroos, we take ajraks and all the kalamkaris of Hyderabad and Pochampalli, then ikats. So now what has happened is, we initially introduced all this fabric. We actually had block printed fabric. We had actual ikats. We had actual Mangalgiri fabric. So yes, I take inspiration from Jaipur, from Hyderabad. I think it's just by observing those women and also watching, what suits them, what doesn't suit them. So if you go to Westside and see the silhouettes are very simple. We do keep in mind that, whoever wears our kurta or our product, they have to look beautiful. It should suit every body type. And that's the instruction, we follow in our team. That, whatever you design, you have to keep in mind all the shapes and all the colors. Listen, take care of our skin color. Not all shades will look nice on our skin color. And then we have sales history. And we've seen what is selling the most. What doesn't sell. We do have some failures. We tried something which didn't fail. Then we, of course, analyze it. Why did it not do well? We ourselves tried the silhouettes. And that's when we realize, oh, this could not have worked. That did not work. And then arrive at a solution which suits everyone. So I wear a lot of new silhouettes myself before we get into production and see what reaction people give. And if I get a lot of compliments, and if I get, people asking me, oh, is this Westside? When are you launching this? And stuff like that. That's when I get confidence ki, okay, we should do a small production of this style, launch it and see how it sells. So I knew designing. I wanted to learn buying. And that is why I joined Westside. When I joined Westside didn't have ethnic wear. I had a huge task. I had to set up the ethnic wear category in the organization. When I created kurtis, they were not comfortable wearing the short tops with their denim. They needed something which is longer and, made them feel comfortable. And I've seen many women wearing their husband's T-shirts. And that is something I didn't like. I said, why not create something out of the ethnic fabric we use for our long kurtas. Why not create those tunics? Why not create those kurtis? One of the reason of joining Westside is Mrs. Tata. I so wanted to work with her, and I'm really fortunate that I could work for some years with her. And she was the one who interviewed me and for the job and gave me the job. And I worked very, very closely with her. And yes, when I joined Westside, we were only 4 stores. And when I joined Westside, I knew there will be challenges. People don't know much about Westside, but I was ready for it. So after designing my first range, I went to Mrs. Tata. I said, Miss Tata, my range is ready. Now I have to place orders for these because I was the designer, I was the buyer, and now I will have to travel. I have to meet my fabric vendors, but I'm worried because the buy quantity was very small. It was just like 40 pieces per kurta or 70 pieces per kurta, and the fabric would be just 200 meters, 80 meters, product like that. So I went to her and I wanted an answer. How can I approach this concern? She said, Madhu, you don't need to worry. You just tell them you're from Westside, buy Tatas, and people will support you. And I got that support from all the vendors. I introduced, I think, 900 to 1,000 pieces only. I was a little bit worried, because it was the first time I was launching a range and I was a bit nervous about it. So I did a very small collection of 1,000 pieces for the 4 stores. And it just sold out in no time. And then I was worried how to get my next range. The idea was working women. What can they wear to office? Because Western wear was not that big then. And women were still wearing kurtas, women were still wearing pajamas or regular cotton sets to office. And I wanted to make them smart. How do I make them smart? How do I make them more office wear? And that is why I introduced, kurtas which look like shirts. I introduced pajamas which could replace the pants, So it was not typical ethnic wear. So it was like a smart office wear, kurta and pajama suits. I had introduced leggings also. And the colors were such which could easily be worn to an office. So, and they were also very pocket friendly. So my idea was to dress up all Indian women in smart ethnic wear. We sold kurtas, we sold bottoms all separately. So it allowed women to create their own style statement. In the 2 years of lockdown or 3 years, 2 years of lockdown, they have worn so much of comfort clothing that, they don't want to wear the typical snug fit ethnic wear. We thought we were doing smart ethnic wear, but customers have thrown another challenge on us, and they want something more. And first we thought fusion wear for day wear, but they want fusion wear for all their need, be it party wear, be it day wear, be it office wear, be it anything. They want fusion. Whether it is jewelry, it is their accessories, their footwear, their clothing, everything is all about fusion. So that is what we are working on. I think it's going to go only bigger because people love the Indian trends. They love the Indian fabric. They love Indian embroideries. We only have to see how we can use these elements, in silhouettes and in styles which will suit the global customer. So it is only going to go bigger.